Good morning, I'm Wendy Petrie. This is your morning news fix for Thursday, the 18th of December. Calls for a public inquiry into the police over the Jevon McSkimming scandal to build back public trust. The disgraced former police deputy commissioner is facing 9 months home detention for possessing objectionable material. It follows a damning report last month finding top cops ignored a young woman's anonymous complaints against McSkimming. Waikato University Anna Marie Brennan says the Independent Police Authority's investigation was good, but a public inquiry would uncover more.
They have wider powers to conduct audits into more regularly into corruption and ensuring as well that there are effective remedies for harm doing by our police officers.
Expectations the GDP will bounce back with the latest figures out today. Stats NZ is releasing the economic figures to the 3 months ending September later this morning. Economists are predicting GDP rose by between 0.8 and 1%, twice the Reserve Bank forecast of 0.4%. New Zealand Herald business editor-at-large Liam Dan says it could be the start of the long-awaited recovery.
Manufacturing has come back into positive territory in the past few months. Consumers have been a little slower to turn around, but we may still see some signs that the retail trade sector is starting to recover.
A coroner has criticised Christchurch Men's Prison over a delayed response to an inmate's call for help leading up to his death. In 2022, Michael Bradley was struggling to breathe in his prison cell when his cellmate raised the alarm for help, but there was a gap of 18 minutes before staff began CPR. Rosie Leishman has more.
Associate Coroner Dan Moore says while it's not certain the 67-year-old would have survived, the delay may have contributed to his death. He says it's a significant failure. He's noted Corrections has since updated its procedures around in-cell alarms to reduce the risk of a similar death.
2 people have been airlifted to hospital following a shooting in Gore. Police, ambulance and multiple helicopters were called to an incident involving a firearm discharge on Aparima Street around 8 p.m. last night. People were asked to avoid the area. The ODT reports one person is in a serious condition and the other moderate. A midweek Christmas could be a key factor in increased demand at Wellington Airport. It's preparing for 18,000 passengers to pass through today, marking the busiest day in the holiday period. Nearly 500,000 travellers are expected over the next 4 weeks. Wellington Airport Head of Operations Matthew Palliser says people are taking a few extra days off work to make the most of it.
We're expecting around 440,000 seats in total. It consists of 90,000 international seats, which is up 4% from last year, and over 350 domestic seats.
To sport, and Alex Carey has scored 106 to steer Australia to 326 for 8 on day 1 of the third Ashes Test in Adelaide. Men's world number 1, Carlos Alcaraz, has parted ways with his long-time coach, Juan Carlos Ferreira. And FIFA has announced a 50% increase in prize money it will award to the 48 teams at next year's World Cup at the United States, Canada and Mexico. The tournament winners will receive exactly $50 million US, $86.4 million in our terms. I'm Wendy Petrie. That's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.